Horus, god of the sky, had his eyes gouged out by his uncle, Seth, god of the desert. The blinded Horus is sentenced to guard the king's tomb. The thief baker jumps into the wagon, carrying the treasure and heads for the chamber, where the Eye of Power is kept. Just before the ground is about to cave in, Baker leaps up and gets his hands on one of the Eye of Power. Just as Beck was about to escape with his girlfriend, an arrow hit his girlfriend in the chest. Baker takes his girlfriend to see Horus. Horus promised to bring Baker's girlfriend back from the dead if he could take back the Eye of Power from Baker. With only one eye, Horus did not have enough power to defeat his uncle Set. Anubis, the god of death, took Baker's girlfriend anyway. Horus and Baker climbed the mountain together. Horus prayed to his grandfather, the sun god, to give him strength. Horus became the god of the sky and took Baker to his grandfather, sun god. Horus gets a bottle of holy water from his grandfather that can put out the desert fire. Two giant snakes came at Horus and Baker. Horus and Baker hid. Eurus stood in front of the black snakes. Eurus opened his eyes and mesmerized the black snake. After being mesmerized, the black serpent spewed flames and burned itself. Eurus summoned Anubis, the god of death. Eurus wanted Anubis to take back to his girlfriend. Eurus took off her bracelet and the demon took it. Horus gave Baker the bracelet from Eurus. Anubis took Baker to hell. Everyone who dies ends up in the temple of reincarnation. A rich man put a box of gold on a plate. The weight of the gold was greater than the feather on the right. Therefore, the rich man could be reincarnated as a rich man. A poor old lady puts her only ring on a plate. The weight of the ring is less than the feather on the right. The poor old lady just disappeared into thin air. It was Beck's girlfriend's turn. She didn't have any treasure on her. Anubis took Baker to hell. Unfortunately, Beck couldn't bring his girlfriend back from the dead either. A giant monster has appeared in the sky. It's come to devour the earth. This monster was summoned by Set with the scepter of the sun god. Set stepped on Horus. Set raises his scepter and stabs Horus. Beck throws a rope to save Horus. Beck removes the other Eye of Power from Set's head with his sword. Baker desperately throws the Eye of Power at Horus. Horus chose to give up the Eye of Power in order to save his comrade Baker. As Baker and Horus fall, Horus managed to transform into the sky god. After saving Baker's life, Horus finally realized love for the people could give him more power. With the greater power, Horus killed Set with the scepter of the Sunday. A child gave Horus another Eye of Power. His grandfather, the sun god, could grant Horus one wish. Horus prays for the resurrection of his comrade Beck and his girlfriend. Horus is crowned king with the blessing of the gods and the people.